Well, this year we've had an abnormally warm autumn. It was very cold for the week immediately after Halloween, but now it's actually been balmy for 3 weeks. I mean, it's so balmy that it was summer temperatures at night time. And it's all caused by an unusual high pushing up from the south, from the Azores. And it's really strange. I mean, autumn is always warmish, but not quite as warm as it's been. It is supposed to turn cool now for the next week. However, I'm just looking here because there are wasps flying around, and these are queen wasps, which are really big, of the common wasp, and male wasps. And at this stage, the colonies, wasp colonies, have collapsed generally. You won't see wasps around everywhere. And there's only the males and the new females. The new males and the new females. The males will mate with the females and they'll die. They won't survive the winter. But the female will go into hibernation and she'll wake up in springtime, usually around the end of March or early April. And the first thing she'll do is she'll go out and she'll build a small nest and she'll lay eggs and she'll raise a small amount of grubs, which will become the first workers of her colony. And she'll then that nest will grow as the workers help her build it. She'll be a working mother because, unlike bees, where the female kind of just stays in the colony and lays eggs, the female, the queen wasp, she will also work. So there have been a few around here, and they've been feeding on these berries, which are cotoneaster berries, and they're not native to Ireland. They're actually an imported species, but they're very common in gardens. Birds love them because they eat the berries. Also the leaves get very sticky sugar on them. So I do actually, now I was trying to get a video of the wasps mating. I do have video already from previously of wasps mating in the autumn, but I don't think I've ever seen it happen this late in the autumn. I don't think so. We've only 2 weeks left now till December, but it has been abnormally warm. So have a look at this video. It is a little bit, what's the word? A little bit dedicated as videos, but the female is the only one, the queen, who will survive the winter, and she'll come out the other side. She'll come out in the springtime, and she will basically be an entire colony encapsulated in one creature, a pregnant female. Well, the first thing you can see here is a queen wasp, and the male is behind her, and he's small and he's very hairy compared to the female. So, and he's mating with her now successfully, and it's kind of the standard, almost mammalian mounting. But here you can see the other way around. The female is now at the back, and all that's happened is she sort of she hasn't moved in any way. It's just she's insisted on she's just turned around herself, her body, and the male is, they're actually still in the same position, kind of, only she is at the abdomen. And if you watch closely now, she has huge jaws, and you see the male is clinging onto the leaf there. The female seems to be on the underside of it, but he's afraid he's going to fall off, and he's trying to fly. And you can see there's another wasp flying around there. And it actually, by the size of it, it looks like it's a queen, but it's probably another male. But anyway, they're on snowberry. And now this other wasp is sniffing around basically. And you can see there's not much in the way of markings on the face, so it's possibly another species. But anyway, here we are back again, and they're back on top of the leaf, and the leaf is a snowberry, it's quite biggish. It's not huge, it's a small leaf, but the wasps are not gigantic in this case. But the female, you can see her here at the back, and she's using her jaws. She's actually sort of massaging the male, and she seems to be stimulating him, encouraging him to mate. She could, with those massive jaws, bite him in half. She's
those are huge jaws, and wasp jaws are actually lined with metal. I think it's zinc in case of the common wasp. And most wasp species it's zinc, and it allows them to bite through wood and things like that. They're incredibly like timber. They scrape it with their jaws to make nests. So you can see the male here, and this would basically be what you see at the end of summer, into the autumn. And now this was, I've seen it only once or twice. The mating, you can see if you look at her face, she has a black anchor mark. So these are definitely common wasps, the European common wasp. See that black anchor mark right above her jaws? Kind of a pendulum mark. And she's constantly stimulating the male's abdomen, encouraging him to mate. And look, another wasp trying to get in on the act. Attracted by the pheromones in the air, absolutely. And you can see the male is covered in a sort of soft fur. Yeah, that would be another male trying to get in there. But at this time of the year, there's only queens and the males around. They're more like drones, but they're not quite as drone-like as bees in that they don't do an awful lot of. They would be more like wasps. They'd be willing to enjoy sugary foods and things that they could find, but their main objective is to mate. There you can see the female. Again, she's very much the dominant force in this.